Hello, sixth graders. Welcome to day 3 of coding. Hopefully, yesterday you were able to get through the variables activities. If you didn't finish all them, I recommend you do that first before today's, okay? So we're going to add to the challenge a little bit. Today, you're going to finish all the lesson 8 activities, which is activities numbers 1 through 7. And it's more variable work. And in this, you're given a lot of code, but you have to edit the code or revise it a bit to make it work. So here, I'm going to help you with the first one, okay? Just so you can kind of see how this works. The directions for first activity, it says finish the code so that the bee can collect all of the honey and nectar. Now you can see here, it's a pretty easy pattern. It's forward, forward, get nectar 2 times, forward, make honey 2 times, turn left, and then do the same thing. Forward, forward, get nectar 2 times, move forward, make honey 2 times, turn left. Move forward, get nectar 2 times, move forward, make honey 2 times, and then turn left again, or not turn left. But it's the same pattern, it's the same number. So they set things up for you here, but they're not done. Although there are only 7 activities today, and I'm going to kind of help you get through the first one, each one of these activities really forces you to read the directions carefully and to really read the code and think through what it's going to do. So here you can see they set a variable. They called it gather to 2. And we have to figure out how many times we want the bee to collect or perform the function collect row. Now, it's been a while since you've done a function. A function is a bit of code that can be called up at any time. And you can see there's a function here. So the code says, all right, set the variable gather to 2. We have to figure out how many times to repeat collect row. Well, let's see what the function collect row will do. The function, this whole green bar, or block, I should say, let's see what it is. So repeat however many times, we have to figure that out, move forward. Then get nectar for some number of times, then move forward. Then repeat, make honey a certain number of times and turn left. Well, that sounds similar to what we have to do here. So we have to move forward, move forward. So I'm going to come here to variable, since they already set the variable, and I'm just going to use the variable gather. And I'm going to say repeat gather times. And I can do that, whoops, wrong one. I can do that because the numbers are the same here. So I can set the number here and it'll work for all of them. So let me keep doing that. So if I set gather to 1 here, just so you can see, let's see what happens. Okay, right here is where it stopped. It only moved forward. Repeat gather times comes over here to the variable. It's only once, so it'll only move forward once. Let's see what happens when I change that to 2. Okay, I'm going to use a step button so you can really see this. Okay, so move forward once. It's going to do it again because that's what the variable says, 2 times. Now the next step should be get nectar gather times, which is 2. Let's see. Next step should be move forward and then make honey gather times, which again is 2 here. Next step should be turn left. And now, let's see, it's going to do this again. So it's not going to work. So even though these numbers are the same, it's only repeating the sequence 2 times. So that's not going to work. So actually in this case, I can't use the variable here. I can right here, but it's not going to work here because it's different numbers. So I'm actually going to use the math numerical value here. Let me add those. So in these lessons, whoops, I missed that. In these lessons, you're going to use math a lot and variables a lot, okay? You're also going to use this block as you get further along. So make sure you're reading the directions carefully. So let me see. At the beginning, it has to move forward 1, 2 times. So we'll change that to a 2. Then get nectar 2 times. And honey 2 times. Then here, I'm going to set gather to 3. See how that works. Okay. So make sure you're reading the directions very, very carefully for each one of these. They kind of explain what you have to do and what you have to change. So here, edit your solution in one place so that the bee can collect all the honey and nectar. So read through this, figure out what has to be adjusted to make this occur and make it work. And a lot of the activities are going to be like that. Okay, you're really using functions with variables. This is something you really need to learn because it's used all the time in coding, a ton of times. Here you could see it's a little bit different. Instead of just set gather to and using a number, it says gather -1. You can also change it to +1 times divided by. Okay, there's different symbols you can use. This just means exponent, in case you're wondering at the bottom. We're not going to get into that. Okay, so read the directions. My advice is change one thing at a time, see what it does to the code, and persevere. You'll get through it. This is really worth learning. Very, very important type of coding. All right, good luck and enjoy the challenge.